everybody. Welcome back to Titletown Tonight. We're on episode 26.
27.
27. Holy moly.
It's your favorite number. And
it is my favorite number.
That's actually legitimately embarrassing.
Great number. So
He's
we're
an Eddie Lacy fan, just for context.
Yeah. Yep.
Let's go feast mode.
Anyway, we're in Green Bay, Wisconsin right now. And tomorrow it's going to hit negative 17 degrees, which is colder than some places on Mars. So that's pretty cool.
Let's freaking go, guys. Shout out to Martian. Matt Damon, head of a guy. Good friend of the show.
Yeah, good friend of the show. I think it's going to be even colder than negative 17 in Green Bay, but
not as cold as the Chicago Bears fans' hearts after watching that shit get ripped out for the 80th time
I could warm the entirety of Green Bay with the joy that I felt with the devastating loss of the Chicago Bears.
Absolutely.
I'm so glad that Caleb threw that incredible throw at the end to give them all hope, just for it to be snatched from their souls. I like the new overtime rules, though. I think it's good purpose, but I feel like sudden death shouldn't exist.
It shouldn't have.
Yeah. No, it shouldn't exist right now in the current rules of the overtime.
I mean, both teams get a shot.
Both teams get a shot, but then that just means the first team gets the ball, scores.
And then the other team gets.
But why does all the other Because if you
this was changed.
If I score 7, you score 7. I get the ball back. I score 7. I win.
Well, your defense shouldn't be giving up 2 touchdowns.
Okay, if I score 3, I win. Anyway, I think those rules might be a little buns.
Yeah.
But watching that game was pretty entertaining. A lot of stuff, a lot of good plays.
Yeah, I mean, so I wanted to. We're gonna divvy up. Since we're doing 2 episodes a week, we're doing NFC picture from divisional round going into the NFC Championship game. And the next episode, we're going to be going to the AFC side of things. One big pattern that I've noticed between the teams that won and regardless of conference is that it's a certain level of aggressiveness, because everybody knows to keep an offense balanced, you run a 50-50 run and pass. That sounds obvious right off jump, but it's just proven that if you want to keep a defense on their toes, that's just how you have to play. Otherwise, you risk losing the plot. But the thing is, with both the Broncos and the Rams, they not only leaned more pass-heavy, but considerably so.
Yeah,
First quarter, 70% of their plays were passes. Second quarter, 85% of their plays were passes. Third quarter was 60%. Fourth quarter was 30% pass. They were playing time at that point. That is knowing that you have the game in a chokehold. I know the elements themselves, which is an aspect that we can talk about in a moment. The fact that it was an away game for them is another element. Like, considering all this and considering how close the game was, I think from a play calling perspective, I think Sean McVay knew that he had it in the bag.
Yeah. And that's why I give them so much confidence for the NFC Championship. But I do want to mention and refute your point. The most dominant win of the weekend was the 49ers and Seahawks, undisputably. They ran the entire game.
I mean, once you know that you can run them over and there's nothing they can do about it, why would you do anything different? You're trying to get the game over as quick as possible.
Yeah, but
that wouldn't happen against any other.
I think there's
team.
Success with the run game. Obviously, clock management. Also, we got to talk about how important Rashid Shaheed is for that team.
Oh, yeah.
People don't think. Like, the special teams aspect is insane. He's probably the most dangerous punt
us
returner.
Packer fans aren't used to special teams being efficiency.
Yeah. That's his, 3rd return since he got traded for a touchdown.
That was actually the 5th highest decibel number for a playoff game in NFL history was that play.
They're probably all in Seattle.
3 of them are in Seattle. Number 1 was Beastquake.
Yeah. That was in the divisional.
And then the 3rd one was Jermaine Kearse against the Packers walk-off touchdown. Sorry for bringing that up. Just wanted to
Fuck you. God, ruining my day. Anyway, we never lost in the playoffs one time.
Never.
We are undefeated.
We actually have the best playoff win percentage in NFL history with 1.
1%.
No, 1. It's
Just 100.
100% win.
Yep.
Yep.
We've won 60 Super Bowls. Oh man.
Only if.
Yeah, but
would we be even happy? I don't think we would watch the game.
No one would watch the league.
Yeah.
It's like, oh, they're gonna win again.
Yep.
Good money though, free money.
No cap space, and the fans have grown exponentially. Where everyone loves us.
Yeah, Ronaldo's on the team for some reason. Anyway,
could you imagine though if the Packers had a dynasty and it actually created a further worldwide reach when the NFL expands, and you know how many more shares the Packers could sell?
Yeah, but could they?
Yes.
Could they sell more shares?
Yes.
Oh, I feel like there's a limited amount.
I don't think that they even sold a percentage of share, like a massive percentage of shares.
Yeah, I don't know how that works with teams, but
because then you can just do a split. You can just split your shares because you're going to be gaining so much momentum and so much profit that your share, like the amount of money it's worth, is going to increase dramatically. So you can just split that bit, give a ton more shares to sell out.
Sure. Anyway, we should talk about the NFC Championship pregame thoughts.
I mean, we gotta talk about the divisional round a little bit more. Come on now.
Yeah, but I'm not talking about that 49ers Seahawks game.
I mean, that one was just fun to watch. I mean, but the thing is, gotta give massive prayers up to Zach Charbonnet. I saw it from the moment that he hit the turf that shit was torn, because I tore my ACL. I don't know if any of you guys know this, but I tore my ACL. So I'm fully qualified to diagnose and treat anyone else who has a similar injury.
Yep. Kenneth Walker's happy as fuck. Sorry.
What the fuck?
Dude, Matt, I know it's a joke. It's rude. But it's been disgusting how much Zach Charbonnet has stolen touchdowns from Kenneth Walker this season.
I think it's the perfect time to unleash Kenneth Walker, and I think, honestly, the run share was going to start leading in Kenneth Walker's favor regardless.
Because it's the playoffs.
It's the NFC Championship game. It's not even like wild card this happens. Like, I don't think you could have come out on top more than a 3-touchdown performance in the divisional round, steamrolling them, and then going into the NFC Championship game.
They won by 5 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
That's insanity.
Yeah.
Anyway, the Rams are winning.
I wanted to talk about I gotta be so real. That Bears-Rams game was so toe-to-toe, and I think it was honestly probably the best case of home field advantage I've seen outside of Lambeau, obviously, in the division I've seen in a long time.
Well, yeah, the fans were ecstatic. They never see
there was a different tone in that
never
stadium.
seen their team in the playoffs. So, it was very loud.
They haven't had a playoff win in 15 years.
We got to keep in mind they do have the least amount of seats in the NFL. I feel like volume-wise, if you're on the field, it's probably a little underwhelming comparatively to other places.
I would say I get the seats, but when you have a team that is just so built on failure and their heart is just fucking caramelized with the tar that is being a Chicago Bears fan. No offense to Drake Lehman, Matt Schultz, Armand, other Bears fans we know. You're excluded because, big ups. But anyways, the rest of y'all...
You have black tar hearts.
Yeah, black tar. The Grinch took inspiration from you guys.
Yeah, shriveled little black tar heart. Oh, man. So glad I'm a Packers fan.
Oh, my God. But that game was insanity. You could tell right from the jump that the weather was a massive factor. There's a decent amount of drops. To be honest, though, both teams held in pretty well. The Bears definitely held more of a balanced game. Going into the third quarter, interestingly enough, that 63% of their plays were runs, which I kind of get. When you look at what kind of caller Ben Johnson is, I could see him wanting to utilize the lack of time to his advantage, because that's where the Bears have shined all season. That's where Caleb has shined all season. That's frankly where, again, the whole team has showed up in the big moments right at the end of the game.
It's just weird, though. Couldn't win in the overtime.
Nope.
Are they that clutch, then? That's the most important part.
Considering this was the Chicago Bears that last season was just absolute dog cheeks.
No, they almost set the record for... Oh, they did, I think, for most 10-point...
Fourth quarter comebacks.
Comebacks, yeah.
Yeah. I'll say it 1,000 times after this episode because this offseason is going to be long. The Bears will be the team to be in the NFC North. They officially have overtaken the Detroit Lions. I think, we're the best team in the NFC North. We're the best team in the NFC North. That's without a doubt. When we're healthy, we're the best team in the NFC North.
The Lions will be a lot better this year. I told you exactly what was going to happen at the beginning of the season, and it happened. And I said next year, the year after that, they're going to pick up where they left off. Because you cannot replace both your offense and defensive coordinators, changes your game calling, changes your culture as a team. Yeah. And you just meet these players, you meet these coaches, it's going to be a completely different energy.
I'm not looking at the Bears' production because of the lack thereof from the Lions. The Bears are their own team, and they've been showing up and being
If anything, fourth quarter comebacks might be like, one score game wins might be the most fraudulent stat there is, because look at what happened to the Chiefs. They went 14-3 last season. We'll skip the last 5-6 games where Mahomes was injured. They still were out of the playoffs before Mahomes got injured. So it's like, I don't know. I think there's a chance that they don't have as good as a record next season. Not because they're not a better team next season, but because they got lucky in a lot of games.
Their offensive line has been stellar this last season.
Not really.
And especially for keeping Caleb.
Running game was pretty good. But
Manungai,
they're like right in the middle of the pack.
For being his rookie season, he's the real deal.
Sure.
I think their running game is stellar. I think Luther Burden's going to take a step, along with Matthew Golden. He's already shown that he can play in the number 2 in his rookie season. DJ Moore, deep zone threat. He hasn't slowed down really that much. I can't think of any weaknesses other than Caleb Williams' lack of development that would show how this team could not just be better next season.
Their DBs are old. Their defense is old.
I think that would be their definite point of emphasis. Granted, they led the league in takeaways this season.
In fumbles.
I think that's still something to take into account.
They did have a lot of picks. Kevin Byard's a dog, but I can't believe
they have the most interceptions in the NFL too.
Titans. You suck.
They do suck. They really do.
Why would you give away arguably the best safety in the league?
But they give us Malik Willis. So
it's true. Shout out Titans.
Thank you. Thank you guys. You guys are the
best. Well, bye-bye, Malik.
Turns out, Malik, there's rumors that are spreading that he may be going to the Dolphins. In which case,
that would suck.
If he's going anywhere,
I want to see him on the Falcons. That'd be cool,
way.
Bro. He looks like a Falcons player. What does that mean, Christian? Why are you making that? What does that even mean? What are you trying to insinuate that I'm insinuating?
Anyways,
no, you gotta explain.
I didn't say anything.
Yeah, okay, buddy.
I didn't say anything.
Okay,
but
buddy.
So looking over, let's see. So obviously we just went over. Let's see here. Come on now. So I wanted to quickly go over the 49ers real quick. It was so obvious that they just gave up in the fourth quarter because you could see them start to try because there was 50-50 pass and run split in the first quarter. Second quarter, 67% pass, 33% run. Third quarter, 61% pass, 38% run. And then fourth quarter, it's almost 60% run. They just,
that adds up to 99%. So,
well, there's point percentages, but thank you for pointing that out. So,
is that like a botch snap or something?
All the time that I made up trying to cut down the numbers is now lost and forgotten because I had to explain it.
But that was 99%, so it just doesn't add up. But
What?
yeah, I think
61.5% versus 38.5%.
Thank you, Christian.
Sorry, my bad.
I think the coaching staff kind of carried that team. Like Robert Saleh, a great defensive coordinator this year, with all the injuries on the defense specifically.
What do you think about him as a fit going into Tennessee?
I just think it's like, what the fuck
doesn't
is
make
the
any sense to
Titans
me.
do, bro?
It doesn't make any sense.
Who's
to me.
the GM? Get that head ass out of there.
Let's get a young quarterback, a defensive-minded coach.
Do you think we can talk about the national championship?
I didn't watch jack shit of it except that one Mendoza rushing touchdown.
But you don't really need to know much about the statement. Do you think if Cam Ward just stayed in Miami one more season, they would have won the Natty? He's better than Carson Beck.
Yeah.
I promise that. It's a 6-point difference.
I mean, he was phenomenal in college.
Do you know the Indiana's the first 16-0 team since like 1894?
You told me that. That's crazy.
Yeah. They're arguably the best team of all time.
Dude, Mendoza is going to be
5-star.
Is going to be the second best Raiders quarterback of all time. Back behind Derek Carr.
I think Mendoza is going to be a bust. And I know that I said that about Cam Ward, so it sounds like I just say that about the first pick. But, I mean, he's just not that talentful. It's his energy that he brings. That's what's unique.
Didn't he win the Heisman?
Yes. Also, by the way, one of the worst Heisman seasons of all time.
I feel like we say that every fucking year.
No, I'm serious.
No
one got over 35 passing touchdowns. That's
sounds like
terrible.
a good year for defense.
It was. So, okay, what's your point, Christian?
All right, here's my point.
It's a bad statistical
season. The Seattle Seahawks are going to beat the LA Rams in the NFC Championship game, and it's going to be very visibly obvious.
No, Rams will win.
Seahawks, listen to this. You switch the spots between the Rams and the 49ers. I predict that game will go just as well for the 49ers as it did for the Rams.
I have no idea what you're trying to say.
It would be a one-score win for the 49ers.
I agree. No, the 49ers would win that game is what you're saying?
Yeah.
All right, buddy.
I think they would.
No, the Rams would have won that. I don't think it would have been a blowout.
No. What I'm saying is you have the 49ers at Soldier Field. I'd say it'd be a flip between either.
That's what you're saying.
I think it'd be a flip between either of those teams. So
that'd be, yeah, I see. So, no, I think they would have beat the 49ers though. The Rams would have beat the 49ers.
Yeah, I'm not debating that.
So I will state my reasons of why the Rams have in my opinion, a way better chance of winning this game. First year head coach in the NFC Championship, big moment. You got Sean McVay on the other side that's already won 2 NFC Championships. Mm-hmm. You got Matthew Stafford, who has success in the playoffs.
Of course.
Obviously winning a Super Bowl. You have Devontae Adams, who has had plenty of playoff experience. You have...
Which O-line would you take?
Seahawks.
Which D-line would you take?
Rams.
I think if you take Jared Verse out of the equation, we're having a different conversation.
What the fuck? Why? Oh, if you take the best player out of their D-line. No shit.
I think the Seahawks D-line is a lot better against the run.
No. I think the Rams D-line is better. I think the secondary is better in Seattle.
Yes.
But I think that the offense as a whole of the Rams is better by a significant margin. Yeah, my hair just won't. Dude, that Seahawks O-line is pretty nasty, though.
I think the speed on the outside on both sides of the ball is more complete on the Seahawks side of things. I think the Rams, if they get tempo, can have Puka being such a physical deep threat like he always is. But on the off chance he's not, and the off chance that Devontae Adams is covered up because he's not a deep ball guy, I think that eliminates a lot of plays you can have from them. JSN, Torrey Holt's been doing pretty fantastic for a rookie. Cooper Kupp's been doing really good on the dink and dunks. Obviously, Kenneth Walker being, I'd say, top 7 in the league Probably the best explosive running back that we have
He's
currently
top 5.
besides Gibbs.
He's top 5.
I think if you need a team to run on all cylinders, it's going to be the Seahawks. And there are obviously a lot of slander about Sam Darnold.
Yo, he's an ass.
If Sam Darnold
He's ass in
doesn't
the
throw
playoffs.
2 or more interceptions this game, the Seahawks will win.
I think he's going to throw 2 picks.
No.
So
I don't think he will.
the reason why I say that is because he only threw like 15 passes last game. So
That sounds like,
that sounds like a great situation, right? But except the 49ers have terrible D-line, so they could just run through them.
Okay, so we
I'm
just didn't
saying
see a lot.
they are going to have to rely.
Distrust. That doesn't show distrust.
That's not what I'm saying.
That's a game plan.
Oh my God! Just listen to me. They're going to have to finally rely on Sam Darnold in the playoffs. They did not have to rely on him last week because of the run game being so solid. It's going to be a completely different offense than we saw last week. It's going to be I honestly think the Rams will win by more than 1 score.
I think the Seahawks will win by 7 or above. But
it is.
Let us know what you guys think down in the comment sections below. Thank you guys so much for watching this episode. We really hope you enjoyed. If you got this far, I mean, you're doing better than like literally 99% of our audience by doing so. You might as well click the like, subscribe, let us know your thoughts, and we'll catch you guys next time.